Okay, let me try this, right? I'll test her with the default Rubia. Default Rubia and this Leatrice. Should Leatrice go first? Apply a DOT vulnerability. I think it doesn't matter. But let me just do this. I'm gonna test this. We'll see how much damage this is. For guild rate level 10, maybe you need specific. The only one that you really need, like dupes, is probably going to be your supports. Like you want to +5. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look. This is without the OT vulnerability. So we got a decent chunk of damage right here. I will screenshot this, use as reference. We're gonna retry again. And then we try to hopefully this time around we go with this one, the +3 of this particular costume. So will this actually be more? Let's see. So a lot of these stacks. Can I do it first or should I do it later? Okay, it is a little bit better. Okay. Oh my, wait. So earlier I did the Rodesta Leatrice, did 9 million without the DOT vulnerability. With DOT vulnerability we did 13 million. Which is okay, that's fine. But look at this! I used Ton of Desert Rubia, 7 million. But I used the Maid Bikini Rubia, 18 million. Why does she do so much damage? Oh, because she also do DOT to herself. Apply burn, 400% of your attack. This one is 240%. This one is 400%. Yeah, this is her strongest costume. Yeah, this is literally her strongest costume. It is insane. She literally double damage. Double her damage from 7 million here to 18 million. Actually, almost 2.5x, right? She 2.5x the damage. It's made for this boss special buff, but it's not though, right? Because I haven't gotten anything yet. I haven't the boss first condition haven't been activated yet. This particular one. Apply vulnerability. I guess it applies it later because I go in on turn 1, right? And also my tons of my tons of Rubia Desert, this particular one has not I didn't potential liberate this. So one thing to note is the tons of Desert Rubia, it do 240% DOT, but it lasts for 7 turns. So it's like a smaller percentage of DOT, 240%, but lasts for 7 turns. Whereas this one, the Maid Bikini one, 400% attack, but only lasts for 2 turns. But it doesn't matter though, because the cooldown is fast enough for you to always recycle this. So you can do this, cycle back to the other Rubia, and do this and cycle back to the other Rubia. You don't have to bother with this. Wait. Yeah, you don't have to bother with. This is cooldown is 3 turns, this one is 5 turns. Maybe you might have to cycle through to one of these other ones. Either the Maid Rubia or the other one. But you can just cycle between the 3 costume, right? And I think this is going to be the main one that you're gonna use a lot. Because it gives so much damage, right? It gives too much scaling. There's no reason for you to not get that. And my Rubia's gear sucks, by the way. I'm quite surprised that she's able to do way more than Leatrice, right? Even after Leatrice buff. So can I show the gears for now? Let me exit for now. So she's way stronger than I thought. Even though her range is limited, right? I understand that her range is super limited. And definitely her range is made for that particular boss. Compared to this one, where you can hit more. This particular one at +3, it only hit these 3 tiles, but yeah, that DOT alone is like... My Rubia gear sucks, yeah, let's see. I have 2k attack, 480% crit damage. 2k attack and 480% crit damage. Compared to Leatrice, which has 2k attack, but almost 700% crit damage. So my Leatrice definitely has better gears. I can definitely improve on Rubia's gears, which I probably need to, right? I would say, even though this is +3, it impressed me a little bit, right? So it does give me the impression. I kind of want to try with other characters like Dalvi or something, right? I'm kind of curious. So I want to try with a few characters, a few DOT characters. So let me try with Dalvi as well to get like a better gauge. What did I try earlier on level 10, right? So here's what I do. I take out Leatrice. I put Dalvi. Right, I just want to test the DOT. How much does it amplify Dalvi's DOT damage? I guess Rafina can stay. Doesn't matter because I'm just going to do the same test. So I'm going to compare the default Rubia with the default Rubia that I have with the other Rubia. So let's go the default Rubia first, this particular one, right? So again, I don't have the max potential liberation for this. I missed out on the last node. Dalvi can go... I guess we go to the right. Okay. I will do this. Dalvi's damage is not going to be super high, but I just want to see how much increase do we get from the amplification. Ideally, it should be 2 times, right? Okay. Let me just turn off the face cam so you guys can see. Bam. Okay, doesn't matter if we die. So Dalvi is doing 600,000, right? So it's all about Rubia right here. But also, I want to see how much we can amplify Dalvi's one. So Dalvi is not supposed to do high because yeah, this boss is wind, so we don't get the elemental you know, the property damage advantage. So let's do the same. I'm just gonna change this one, and everything else is the same. Let's see if this does more. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, do my DOT get amplified by a lot, right? Let's see. I feel like it does. So Dalvi is doing more now. So the DOT amplification for this, right? I think we did 2 samples of testing. So one with Dalvi, one with Leatrice earlier. So earlier without amplification we did 600,000. With amplification we get about 1 million, right? I think it's in line. Mine is +3. But what is insane is this particular one, right? My Ton of Desert Rubia, which is a +5, only did 12 million. But this particular one, Made Bikini Rubia, is doing 25 million, right? It's doing double the damage. So this is like by far Rubia's best costume. It is by far her best costume. So that's going to be something to consider. Dalvi is weak. No, she's not weak. I just didn't buff her, right? I'm putting her in the physical team. Yeah, I'm putting her in the physical team because I just want to test. It doesn't matter, right? I'm just testing her damage output with the DOT amplification and without, right? So it's still, the scaling is still there, right? That's going to be how it is. Try Livia with Rubia. Livia doesn't have DOT though. I don't get it. You want me to try Livia? Which Livia? Does Livia has DOT? Livia is not DOT though. Livia is like a regular fire character. She has amplification for magic, but she doesn't do DOT, so I don't see any synergy right there. Because this particular Rubia costume is supposed to amplify DOT. Again, if you haven't read the skills yet, this is what the skills does, right? She does physical damage, apply burn, and she applied 250% DOT vulnerability. I can't imagine if it's going to be 300%, right? At +5, that's going to be even higher. This one actually exceeds my expectation, I would say. At least the previous one, what is the other one? The last week, 2 weeks ago, the Sylvia's one is like within my expectation. But this one actually exceeds my expectation. I'm not sure if new players should be pulling for her. Probably not, because she's a standard banner character, right? You probably still want to get Maid Therese if you haven't already. That's probably going to still be the priority. But the problem right now is her value is tied to DOT as a whole. That's where her value is tied in. So there's two limited banners right now, which is Swimsuit Therese and of course Shirazad, so probably these two has higher value. The only DOT characters in the game is Leatrice, Dalvi, Grey, and the collab character Yumi, right? And those are like the major ones, right? We're talking about, of course, Therese can, one of the costume can do DOT, but we don't really count that particular one, right? You don't really do that, use that for the damage. Those are going to be pretty much the ones. Yeah, so her value is pretty much for now. This week is at least tied to Leatrice for the time being. That's going to be where you're mostly going to use her specifically.